because when Whitney first came out, she used to have the curly hair, you know, the weave, and then they used to keep capturing photos of her walking, holding hands with a girl. Yeah.
Yes, that woman and Bobby Brown used to be jealous of that woman.
Yeah.
I think she was a lesbian. The woman was. I don't know about Whitney, but they used to always say Whitney and the woman used to do lesbian things together.
Yeah. No.
All I know says
there's a lot of them.
You got me looking around now, Mum.
They made them stars.
You just messed up my poor head because I'm seeing all these women and I'm thinking, but I wonder if that is a man now, or you know. And some of them, I've always wondered why they can't have kids, but it's now they're getting people to carry their babies for them.
What's his name over here? And it was on Big Brother. He haunts me, does. The kids.
Pete Burns.
I'm so sorry for him. I
shame.
feel they made him do that. And then after they expose him and he's on Big Brother.
But he was gay, wasn't he?
He had a heart attack. Like what with Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner.
You know what I liked about him?
I
liked his straightforwardness.
Yeah.
He'd tell people, go and fuck off.
Yeah.
He'd just cuss
because
you down.
some of them are forced into it.
Yeah.
Because they've made them dabble into something or do something and they have no choice. Blood clots. Yeah?
Terrible.
They have to make a fool of themselves and appear on these shows and try to tell people, oh, that they're turning into a woman and this and that. Some of them don't want to. Like that boxing promoter.
Oh my goodness, you remember him?
Yeah, and then another
he took that serious, he did.
They got off Big Brother quick because she had a phobia that everybody was looking because she come out to that meet and she's doing, you know, trying to change, and then she verbally attacked everyone. So
I
they
think
took
I
her
remember her, yeah.
Yeah, some of them don't want to do it, folks, but they're forced into it because, as I said already, Satan wants every man and boy to grow tits and, you know, God, the Baphomet, Ross, Clark, so honor, be honor God.
Just gotta keep an eye on your boy children, man.
Yeah, but I'm going to end now because that's playing up. But this bit in the green, it stands out. All altars are to the east. You see, because that is why they changed the Saturday to the Sunday. And every altar in this world, right? Yeah, they're facing the east, the sun, God, sun worshipping. That's what Sunday is. So all of you rascals that go to church on a Sunday, fucking stop it.
Tell him.
Do what Jesus done to me, took me away from them, and stay at home and spend time with Christ alone.
That's right.
And do your worship. You say go in a cupboard and talk to him.
That's the best.
Because when you attend these churches, they got their altars, it's sun fucking worship. They got your blood clot. They tell your mothers, your fathers, your parents, everybody. And then they can't say that you didn't tell them.
Yeah.
Because the Bible said you are convicted.
Aye.
And it's your job to tell everyone, because 96, when Labby and them had their car crash, right, and Eston, this Christian man, I was dating him, and he just loved driving me around. So one day I conned him, and I want to go and see down Barts to see the Barts, you know Barts by Bristol.
I know.
But because I learned that King Selassie spent time there, so really I wanted to go and look to see where he was spending time. We get down there by the Barts, but then I couldn't see no sign because he's a Christian now, and I couldn't tell him I'm looking for this Rasta God or whatever, right? So I was just looking, and then in the end, we got out the car, and then you're walking up this hill, and at the top there's a church, and then when you're walking it up and all the houses there, it's like all of a sudden like I was in some vision. It was like I was walking up the hill, you know, like when Christ had to go up to the mount for them to nail him to the cross, carrying the cross. That's what it felt like. And at the top there, that church like would represent where they crucified him in Bath. And you walk up. Yeah, I don't know if anybody experienced that.
No.
So we go in there. You go in the church now because it's open, and then a spotting when we start to learn about these symbols. We see the bird of the phoenix on the altar. So I was looking, and then looking around for all the signs and symbols. Then this little white man come up behind me, and he's going, do you know this is the only church that's got its altar to the north? The rest of the churches, every religion face
the south.
The east.
The east.
Yeah, and then I'm talking to myself, who tell him to interfere? But later on I realised
He done a good thing in telling
what he
you.
was doing.
Yeah.
God works in mysterious
Right.
ways. That is the only church in the world that's got its altar at that top of that hill there in Bath. And when you're walking up, it's like you're walking up a Roman hill and the houses. And when you reach up the top there, because they say you always go back to where you was killed or died. And I was thinking, probably that's why Selassie I had to go back in Bath. Perhaps it was him. You know? Or something, or sometimes you go to a place and all of a sudden it's like you have a deja vu, but wait, I've been here before.
Yeah, many times that's happened to me.
Yeah.
Many times.
Yeah, so again, all altars to the east. This is what the blood clots, all the religion got everybody praying to the east. That is wrong. To the north. Probably this is why this is my favourite spot. I didn't even realise it.
Yeah, you do. Every time I'm filming you, you're always sitting
everybody,
there.
nobody can sit here because and that's where I'm meditating too. So I was doing it right.
Yeah.
They even designed the houses, right, where they put the kitchen, certain facing certain spots and whatever.
When you go in my kitchen, say this is where my sink is. This side.
Because you
So
know
what's
you're going to
that?
spend more time there as a housewife, so you're meditating to the south.
Am I in the south?
You're meditating to the south.
That's where my kitchen sink is.
And my kitchen sink is there.
And where's yours?
So, because I'm a woman and I spend more time at my kitchen sink, I'm meditating to the west.
So why did they put me in the south?
No, listen, they don't just build houses or whatever. Different spots.
And in the other one, my kitchen was this way.
Well, that was good.
Oh.
Because a woman spend more time in the kitchen.
Yes.
Right? My mother used to have in the 60s, ask the older people, they all have them little plastic covered mirrors over their sink. Right? And her kitchen was that way. And when she's home Saturday and Sunday, because she work all week, and she washing up the dishes, and she got the mirror right in front of her. Most people would say that's vain, but then she used to keep singing and looking in the mirror. When the moon takes the place of the sun in the sky, I go for my girl. Or all the Jim Reed song. They all done it in the 60s. Ask the grandparents. They all had a mirror over their sink. I don't know whether to look at themselves or whatever.
Yeah, or to stop the Doppy them, because remember Doppy don't like
Doppy,
mirrors.
yeah, that's it, Doppy.
And maybe they say, because they spend more time in the kitchen, then Doppy might want trouble
that's
them.
The thing when I was talking about your blood, right? You see, this is why women, things are worse now. People want to do Hobia, black magic on you. Women, do not throw your sanitary towels them in the dustbin. Or your Tampax, burn them or wash them, because your things are bad now. Your enemies will go in there and get your blood and mess you up. Yeah, you remember we used to rip them up, throw them in the toilet.
Oh no, still rip them up and flush them.
I forgot to say that because you know, like the back home, the women wash their rags because they didn't have no. Yeah, and then I said it already. My dad took me to St. Martin, age 7, and we go in the big supermarket, and I see the pretty pack of Kotex sanitary towels, but I didn't know what there was. I was 7, and it looked more pretty like a present.
Yeah.
And I said to my dad, I want one of them. I want one of them. Right? I don't know how he got out of it. I don't remember if he brought it for me or whatever, because it looked pretty like a present. So this is what they do. Especially you black women, do not throw your sanitary towels in your bin, because you don't know what they say. Your best friend could be your worst enemy, what Bob Marley said. I'm sorry I have to talk so crude, but this is dangerous time. Protect your blood. Protect your blood. Because you know where Argus, well, what's it called now? B&M?
B&M.
In town, city centre.
Yeah.
Argus, right? And it was at Tesco also, it was called. And then when you leave there, you used to go under the tunnel where they got the two of the Tony Hancock's images, you know, the tin images. Because what they done, they covered up the underground. But under the ground there was a mural on the wall, and it was President Kennedy, some aeroplanes and all kind of things. You know, the picture was telling a story. I never really studied it.
Okay.
But I used to, Tuesday when I'm going to town, to go down the market and to get your old stuff and whatever. Oh yeah, one time Robbo left a bag here, a holder with a label, and I'm sitting at the back of the bus. There's people there and people there, and they're staring at me, and I'm wondering why. And then coming home, and they're staring. So when I reach home now, I put the hold down on the side in the kitchen, and I glance, and it says name, what is it? Hooligan, address, Babylon. And I go, oh, that's why they was all staring, because I got that my name is Hooligan, and my address is Babylon. But it weren't me.
Yeah.
It was Wooly that gave you all Apache Indian, right? Orthodox sound. It was his bag that Robbo left there. And I wonder where they're all staring. Name, Hooligan, address, Babylon. And I go, oh my God, you know, it went mine. Yeah, so I just, so was having, you get off the bus there in front of BM Argus or whatever, and you go underground, under the underpass, and then you go that way to go down to the market. So I get off the bus one Tuesday. When I looked, there was a whole heap of police guards and everything, and they opened they opened the blood bank there, right next door, the blood bank, right? And then and then when you look, the police telling us we can't go under there. We can't go under there because the Duchess of Kent's coming to open the blood bank. It's a pub now.
Yes,
yeah, it's a pub now.
I remember when I was little, it was the blood
And
thing.
I tell you, I do some stupid things. Just a minute, I do some stupid things in my life. It's not me in control, right? So this is me now. The police going to me, you can't go under there. But it's habit. So this is me. Will you stop it? I just got his gun. And go like that. And I walk under. And it's when I reach at the bottom and I'm thinking, you know, they could have shoot me.
You removed the gun with your hand.
Because it was my habit.
Yeah.
I've been doing it years. Because the Duchess of Kent was coming. Her husband is the head of the Freemason, coming to open the blood bank there. They find a legal way to get people blood.
Yes, and make it seem like it's to help people survive or live. But really, they might drink the blood.
I'll go. He have to walk with blood.
See it there?
I'll go from America up there and what them lot. Him have to walk with blood.
A blood and wine drink.
Black people use your blood for hobia. To break you up. White people now legalize blood bank to drink blood.
Oh gosh.
And this is me. I just walk. I don't know. I didn't realise it weren't me. I just push and gun because I hold the gun. But I just push and gun and I walk under.
See
They
it
couldn't
there?
stop me. And then it's after when I walk. Oh, they couldn't shoot me. I ain't gonna break my routine just because she come there to open blood bank. Vampires. Anyway.
That's why I call them vampires, Mom.
That's what they are. That's what they should do in the past. And then in America, I think they had not America, Jamaica, Annie Hall. They used to get the black men them, and they used to disappear their house because they used to drink their blood, kill them and bury them through some tunnels or something that leads into the sea. And they still got their house there. Or they used to, the older time, they used to have baths in virgin blood, these old John Crow women, vampire women, because the king said that it was going to make them younger. Anyway,
Stupidness, innit?
all I'm saying, you black women, don't throw your sanitary towels outside. Dangerous time now, because as Bob said already, your worst enemy could be your best friend, because they'll get your blood.
And your best friend, your worst enemy.
Oh, whatever. They'll get your thing and fuck you up.
Yeah.
Guard it, burn it, or rip it up, throw it in the toilet.
I
Do
always
not throw it.
flush the toilet.
Anyway.
One love, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
Peace and love.
Yeah, I can't.